And I'm going to share it with 4 other colleagues, by the way.
It's up to you. You can do anything you like with it. And
Yeah, we're trying to all
I'll
help
put it
each other.
on YouTube. I'll put it on YouTube as
That's awesome.
only people who have the URL can see it. They can't search for it or anything.
That's really
And you
great.
can URL with other people. Okay, we are recording. So
Yeah.
let me go back. Screen share. All right. So this was something specialized. That's not really going to tell us much. Let me see. I think this is a text submission. Let's try this one. To grade it, if there's a submission here, you go to this little icon in the upper right-hand corner, that triangle, and you can, if it's something that's real simple, you could just type a grade in right here and maybe leave a comment and update the grade, and that'd be it. But most likely, you're going to have to go to the Speed Grader, which is the inline grading tool from Blackboard. It's the same tool.
Okay.
They use Box, the same company that Blackboard did. So it's very similar to what you used in Blackboard. But to get to that, you click this more details in the Speed Grader list.
Okay.
And here's what was submitted.
Right.
Is URL. Okay. Good. Well, if that's the right URL, I can just enter a grade there. I can type a comment. I can attach a file. If like they've, if you want to put your comments in a Word document or something like that, if it's something extensive, you can attach a file to this, or this is cool. You can just, let's see, can we share? There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can, if I scroll down,
and make a recording. Cool.
Oh, okay, Jimmy, that was pretty close, but there are 1 or 2 things you need to do. Check the comments that I left you and resubmit. You can preview it. Oh, okay, Jimmy, that was pretty close. And then just save it.
I usually make, I do Snagit screencasts now, Dave.
That's better because you can't, with this, you can't actually show the screen. All you get is...
For graphic design, it's so much about looking at their work and critiquing it.
That's great.
But I would just paste the link right into the comments section, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and what if there's a rubric attached? Where would that show up?
It would show up right here.
Okay.
And you can bring up the rubric, and then you can just check things off. And it'll add up the grade for you, and then hit submit. And you can add comments as well, of course.
All right.
So the rubric would be right here, if there were one.
Is there a test student in my course that I could do a test student and try this out?
There is.
Great.
It's built in. I'm going to get out of this.
Yeah.
It'll look like this: student, test.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good. I'm going to practice that.
But that student may or may not be showing up right now.
Okay.
To see it, what you have to do is go into the course.
Okay.
Go to the home page is the easiest way, and go into student view once.
Okay.
This shows you, of course, what this course looks like to your student.
Yeah.
But what it does, in fact, is log you in as a student named test student.
Oh.
And if you just leave without resetting the student, that student will stay in the grade book.
Oh.
So now if we go to the grade book, down at the bottom, we have student, test. And you can, when you're in student view, you're actually logged in as that student. And you can take quizzes, you can submit assignments, you can post to the discussion forum, anything.
That's what I want to do. I want to see how it's working, you know?
And then, of course, you just leave the student view without resetting the student. And everything that that student has done will be in the course.
Gotcha.
And you can then grade it, look at it, see, and then you can go back in as the test student and you can see what the feedback looks like to the student.
Nice.
So that's an exceptionally...
Would it be too much to ask? Could you go in my course and give me a test student?
Absolutely.
That way I know for sure I got, because once I have that, I'll be free to test.
You will. Just got to find that course. 10034, there it is. It's showing as blue now because it's been published.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about when that photo was taken.
Actually, that was my school photo this year. Can you believe it?
Bless your heart. My God.
Yeah, I'm 61 as of this week.
Well,
so.
I'm using 15 years old.
Okay, flatter me. Yeah, that was my school photo for this year, and I dreaded going in for that. But notice I wore a scarf. I wore a scarf to cover the wrinkles in my neck.
Well, it worked. Okay. So now all we have to do is go into student view and then go out so that we're you again and go to grades.
Right.
And that student should be in here.
At the bottom, right? There he is. Okay, or she, right?
Yeah,
okay, great.
Was covered up by something on my screen. Yep, there it is. She, in this case.
Can I test her before the semester starts, or do I need to wait?
No, this course is published.
Okay.
I believe, yeah, because you're going in as you. So
yeah.
You always have access to the course. But once you're in there, you can go in as that student and then do whatever you want to do. Assuming that the dates, the availability dates on your assignments and your tests and things like that will let you do that.
Right.
Like if the test is not yet available to students, then the test student won't be able to access it either. That's another one of the things the test student is useful for, because you can check and see, well, I think this test is available to students, but I'm not sure. So you can go in as the test student in the student view and check, and if the test student can see it, then so can the rest of your students. But if the test student, if it's not available to students, the test student won't be able to go into it either. And you just have to try and see, again, just by going to home. You can also get into the student view under settings if you want to. But go to student view and let's see what we have here. Let's look at modules and see what we can see.
Yeah, I'd like to I'll go to one of my assignments, for example, at the top, and I'll attach like a PDF and just see if it's how it works. Good. Yes. And that one appears to be, any of these appear to be available. Yeah.
So, yep.
Okay, good.
So I can just go submit assignment and upload and see.
That's so great. This is exactly what I needed. I can't believe it. I'm so happy.
There is one thing that would very much, since you have this course pretty much ready to go.
Yeah.
And it's published, and this is the live shell.
Yeah.
There's a tiny possibility. We've had a lot of trouble so far in the lead up to summer term with the schedule preparers at the colleges and the departments who are learning their craft with PeopleSoft, just like we're learning with Canvas. And they've been making a fair number of mistakes in setting up courses in PeopleSoft.
Okay.
And when they correct that, they have to kill the old course and create a new one.
No.
If they were to do that with this course, which is unlikely at this point, but not impossible. If they were to do that right now, you would lose access to all this work.
I see.
That you've
Okay.
done. We could get it back.
Well, it's all in my development shell, so.
Right, but it would be a little messy.
Oh, man.
So what I'm going to recommend here is that you make a backup of this course right now.
Can you do that for me?
Actually, I could make the backup, but I can't get you the backup file. You're going to need to download the backup to your local computer and maybe put it on a thumb drive if you're about to fly to Mexico, and with you just in case. So let me walk you, before we leave today, let me walk you through that, okay?
Please. And then I just have one small question on top of that.
Go for it.
Well, the one thing I wanted to ask was, I noticed when you were going to my profile that the email that I had in there was not, that was my school email. Can I switch that to my home email?
You can.
Okay.
Let me show you how to do that. I have to act as you again.
Please do.
Okay. As long as you're okay with that.
I am.
There we go. I think I can do this as a proxy like this. We'll find out.
Okay.
You go to your account, which has your wonderful avatar in it there, and go to settings.
Okay.
It's not under profile, but under settings. And there's the email address that's in there.
Yeah, so I want to change that.
Okay, you can add an email address.
Okay.
And what email address would you like to add?
Candace M. Lopez at iCloud.com.
iCloud.
iCloud, actually. iCloud.
iCloud.
Just an I.
Okay.
.com.
Does that look right?
That's correct.
All right, we're registering that. It's sent a confirmation link.
You'll have
to
accept that.
Before that. Yeah, and before I can make that your default email, you have to reply to that message or click on a link in it.
Okay. Can I get out of this to do that, or I can't right now? Not when I'm in Zoom.
Yeah, just minimize the Zoom window for a second. We'll still be able to talk.
Okay, great.
We can get that set.
Okay, let me get. There it is. Got it. Click here. I did it.
Good. All right. Let's see if it will let me make that. No, not yet. Let's see. That may be something you have to do rather than under. Let me stop acting as you and then come back in and see if that allows me to do it.
Right.
I just have to find you again. All right. There we are.
It was the 10034.
There it is. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. We just have to go into your account, not in that. In settings. And now let's see. Yes, now it knows that's a valid email. By clicking here, I make that your primary email.
Perfect.
Okay. You can leave this one in here as well and get notifications there as well, or you can take it out.
Let's take it out.
There you go.
Perfect.
And your students can do that very same thing. If their email is not correct. In about 5 to 10% of the of students with the email address that the student has on file with the district is one that the student is no longer using because they provided it when they first matriculated and they never updated it. So that email address is pulled from PeopleSoft once.
Got it.
So there's some probability that these, like I say, 5% or so of the students will not have a valid email address in there, or will not have an email address that they're still checking in their Canvas profile. So it's a good idea to insist that they go check that and then change it. And there's tutorials online showing them how to do that.
Another question my colleagues had was adaptive release.
Right. You do have adaptive release in Canvas. It works a little differently, but you can do that.
Okay.
For instance, let me go to your modules here. Get out of your profile. Alrighty. Let's say,
like the
for some
midterm.
reason, you wanted to control when the students could see this.
Yeah.
You can go to the menu button for the module as a whole and select Edit.
Okay.
You can set lock until date.
Yeah, let's set it till July 19th.
I'm sorry?
July 19th.
July 19th. And time would be...
Actually, I take it back because using the assessment tool, that's just teaching them how to take a test.
So you don't want to lock.
Yeah.
You can undo that. But if there were, I'm just using that as a, as an example. That module might not make any sense to delay, but you can delay how long, delay the student's access to that by time and date.
Something I'm noticing on that is it says 4 points suddenly under using the assessments tool. It shouldn't be any points.
Yeah, that has, let's edit that quiz and check it. We bring the quiz up and we click edit to get into it, to actually edit. And you've got your options and your actual questions. So let's look at the options. This is set as a graded quiz. So it's,
I think that copied over from Blackboard. So that's, I wasn't aware of that. Should I just get rid of it, or is it helpful for them to have that, Dave?
Well, let's take a look at it. Let's see.
Now let's just delete it. I don't even know where that came from.
Yeah, that is okay. If you don't want that in there, we can certainly get.
Boy, am I glad you caught that.
We can go back to modules. I can remove the link from the module.
Yeah.
Over here and remove it, and okay.
Yeah.
Now
there you go.
It's still here in quizzes.
Okay.
But it's not students don't get there.
Perfect.
But you've hidden the quizzes too. So.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go back.
So the last thing I think you said you were going to show me was how to copy everything.
Yes, but we didn't quite finish that last one there. For a module, you can also add what are called prerequisites and requirements. Now that's your adaptive release.
Oh, wonderful.
And prerequisites are things like, well, you have to have finished a certain module or whatever before you can go through this one, and so on. Requirements is that students must complete certain things before they can pull this module up.
Yeah, because what I meant by that adaptive release was more if I have a DSPS student who needs more time.
Yes. If
Sorry.
you need to provide more time on an attempt, let's go. We need a test for that. Let's pull up a test here. Do it. Test is published. Okay. Yes, there it is. Once the test is complete and published, you have an option here in the test. When you bring up the test, you have an option in this task menu called Moderate this quiz.
Right.
Click on that, and here are all your students.
Okay.
Let's say one of them, I won't save anything here.
Yeah.
Let's say one of them is a DSPS student or more. Yeah. You select more than one.
Yeah.
And then you go to Edit.
Okay.
And you can give extra attempts or extra time to that student.
Got it. So that's called Moderate Quiz.
Moderate Quiz. And that is, you'd have to do that, of course, quiz by quiz.
Okay, Moderate Quiz on right for adaptive release. That's super helpful.
And that Moderate this quiz button won't show up unless the test is published.
Okay. Now,
I ran it the other day.
So now I have a question. Do I not publish my test until the availability period, or does it automatically?
You can publish the test at any time.
Okay, I should.
You want to set availability dates in all probability. You do that by editing the test and going to the Details tab.
Okay.
The dates are down here at the bottom. You've got to do.
It's still correct. So I did do that, but I don't have the available until. Yeah, I'm missing that.
Or available from. So this quiz will be available to students immediately upon them gaining access to the course.
No, that's wrong. Yeah, so I got to fix that.
You've got to fix that, and you'll have to fix that on all your tests.
Good to know. Now, you got to that again. Are you still recording this, Dave?
I am.
Thank God. I'm going to show that to everybody, how to do that.
Let's go back to modules.
Uh-huh.
I found the link to the test here. Or I could go into quizzes and find it there as well.
Okay.
And then I enter the test from either place, get to the same thing. Then I then edit it. And the Details tab allows you to set things like dates and time limits and
wow, that was huge. I'm glad I caught that.
Not points for a test, but it allows you to set the type of test, the multiple attempts and all that stuff, and when the students can see the results and everything, and to set availability dates.
Right. So that's huge.
Yeah, that's huge. Otherwise, they can take the final exam first day they enter the course.
Exactly.
They will expect to be able to get an A. So,
holy moly.
Yeah, that's probably not something you want to have to deal with. So, yeah, you want to make sure that those availability dates are set before Monday morning.
Okay, I'll get that done. And then discussions, can you just take a look at one of my discussions in terms of availability dates? I bet I have to do that on those too.
You can do that on those as well. Let's say.
Oh, no, actually, I don't need availability dates because I make them available, all of them from the beginning. It's just the due dates. So I do have the due dates.
Yes, you do.
So it's just tests that I got to fix.
Right.
Got it.
And potentially, I don't know if you have any writing assignments, homework assignments, or assignments where they submit files or whatever.
Yeah, these are my assignments, but there's only a due date, so they're available the whole time.
Okay, good. And that's the way you intended it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So those are set, and you got due dates set. So great. It's just the test you got to set availability dates on.
Wow. Am I glad you taught me that? Holy moly. Okay.
Betting you don't have any surveys in this course either, do you? This is
No.
called an assignment group that came over from Blackboard,
Okay.
and we want to get rid of that.
Okay.
And there may be some others down here. Yeah. This is not your total column in Canvas. This is the total column that came over from Blackboard. It was interpreted as an assignment, grade category.
Get rid of that.
Yeah. And the same thing with a weighted total. That will clean up your grade book.
I'm so glad you told me that, because and you're recording this because I want to share it with my colleagues in design.
And
that's great.
Now here you just have these categories, I believe, all have something in them, but those others are gone. And let me ask you, when you compute your final grades, do you just add up points? You just weight the individual activities by the number of points you assign to them, and then just add the points at the end?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you don't have to worry about weighting assignment groups.
No, I don't think so, no.
Okay, no, it doesn't sound like it. The other thing I'll ask you is, do you ever drop the lowest grade in a group of grades?
I don't.
Okay, then you have no practical need for these assignment groups here. I just wouldn't worry. All right.
So should I hide those?
You can't.
Okay, got it. All right, great. Wow. Okay, so I guess the only thing left now is for you to show me how to copy this whole thing.
Right. Well, actually, it looks like you've already done it. It looks like you've, oh, that's right. You have another section, right?
I do.
Got it. Let's look for that one. I'm you, so I can go to your dashboard. You're going to need to go into the blank shell to do the copy, just like you did in Black. You pull the content from the other shell into the one that you're sitting in. So this is the other 118?
Yes.
12971, and this one's blank. No.
No, that's the other section that I'm team teaching with Donald.
Yeah, this one appears to have been populated already. It looks like that's already been done.
Yeah, Donald probably did that.
Okay. What he did, and I can show you up to a point, we won't copy it again to mess things up, but to do a copy of content from one Canvas course to another, you go to the empty course, or the destination course, the course into which you wish to copy, and you go to the settings in your course menu and go to import course content. It's quite similar to the process by which you imported stuff from Blackboard. Only this time, for content type, you select copy a Canvas course.
Okay, got it.
It asks you to select the courses that you have.
Right.
That would be this one. And then you just say all content and import. I'm not going to do since it's already appeared.
Now,
but that's copy.
Let's say that I make changes in this course that I'm in, 10034, and I like it better than my development shell. Can I delete the development shell and move that class into it, or I can't go that way?
You can. We can accomplish that. You can't delete that course, but we can.
I got it. But it'd be better for me to make these same changes in the development shell. I'll just do that.
No. The easy thing to do would be to just recreate the development shell. So just send us actually, I don't know whether Canvas support could do that for you or not. But for sure we could. You could just send an email to support@sdccdonline.net and say, I've made, it's the end of the term, I made a bunch of changes in my live shell that I'd like to be copied back into my development shell.
Perfect.
delete my development shell and remake it, and then I'll go in and I'll do the copy back into the development shell.
That's really great. That would save me so much time.
I don't see any reason why we couldn't do that.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Dave, you have helped me so much. I'm so grateful.
You're certainly welcome.
Yeah, and I'll be sharing. Now, how do I get the video you just made?
I will send you a link here in a little while. I've got to do that for Sam Hurst, who I was talking to just before I talked to Wahid this afternoon. So I've got to do 2 of those. I'll try to get you that link probably sometime tomorrow, if that'll work.
Perfect. And it's okay for me to share that with my colleagues, right?
Yeah, the content that you're seeing here, I mean, they'll be able to see your content. But
Great.
other than that's certainly no problem from our end with you sharing that with whomever you wish.
Great, because I also got some questions from them, like adaptive release. So I just want to keep gathering info for all of us,
Yeah, the place to go, if you have questions and you can't get to one of us right away, is to go to the help button and go to Canvas guides.
Okay.
You have Canvas guides. Again, you have to click it, but you have instructor and student guides. So you can go.
See, I didn't know that. That's huge.
And I think, let's see.
Now, a question I have for you on those Canvas guides, are those just written or are they videos? Because I love video.
They're mostly, some of them are videos, but most of them are text and static graphics.
Gotcha. Okay.
And in some cases, there'll be a video link as well.
Okay.
I'm not seeing anything specific right off the bat, specifically related to the requirements and the prerequisites. So I'll make myself a note here to find that, and I'll send that information to you along with the video.
Awesome. Well, Dave, what would we do without you? Some things never change.
Well, I'm just glad to get to see you all again. They're paying me to do this, so it's nice to earn a little extra money in the first couple of years of retirement.
You're a pro. We just knowing you're still there gives me a sense of peace,
That's very sweet of you. I will be available until it looks now until the end of this year, calendar year.
Good to know.
So
that'll be great for the transition. And
if you have any questions anytime, just email me, or we can either communicate by email, or if we need to, we can communicate through Zoom like this and do this whenever you wish.
Gosh, Dave, I owe you big time. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. Have a safe trip to Mexico. Hope you all have a wonderful summer down there.
Thank you very much. Great seeing you.
You too.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.